So what's the fastest and the cheapest way to liquidate a company? Well, the answer is you are not going to get anything cheaper than voluntary strike-off. That's £33 for online striking off a company at Companies House. But hold your horses, it doesn't always work, and the reason is because if a company has debts, the creditor might object, and that may block the strike-off. Okay, but it is certainly the cheapest if it works, and it is also the fastest. The company can be struck off and closed down within a couple of months or so. However, if you're into the question of whether a creditor blocks the striking off route, then basically you have to go down, unless you're going to wait for the objection to run out, but it can be renewed and the company can maintain on the register in limbo for a long period of time. And if you want to get rid of it and deal with all the filing and the corporation tax, and you don't want to be messing about with all that stuff, and you just want to liquidate and get rid of the company in those circumstances, particularly when it's not trading, then ultimately liquidation is the way to go. And there are three types of liquidation. If the company's solvent, you can do a member's voluntary liquidation, particularly useful from a tax point of view if you've got more than £25,000 worth of assets. If you're getting rid of an insolvent company and the strike-off procedure hasn't worked, then basically, potentially, for many directors, the option that they choose will be creditors' voluntary liquidation. It will cost anything between, for argument's sake, depending on the firm concerned, £1,500 plus disbursements, etc., and VAT, all the way up to something like £10,000 plus disbursements and VAT. And that tends to be the preferred option for most directors of insolvent companies. There's also compulsory liquidation, which is the court process. You go and see the official receiver, a government civil servant who works for the insolvency service, but that tends to be not so popular. Questions, quiz, concern, give us a shout. We know insolvency inside out.